Welcome, future real estate agents and anyone interested in the home buying mortgage process. In this storytelling style video, we'll break down the mortgage journey for buyers. Understanding this process is not only essential for passing your real estate exam, but also crucial for real world success in real estate. We'll simplify each step from pre-approval to closing to ensure you have a clear grasp of the entire process. In the picturesque town of Cedar Springs, nestled between rolling hills and lush forest, lived a couple named Kenny and Anna. They had been renting a cozy apartment for years, but with a growing family and dreams of more space, they decided it was time to find a place they could truly call their own. The search begins. Kenny and Anna enlisted the help of Miss Johnson, a friendly and knowledgeable real estate agent known for her expertise in Cedar Springs. They met at a local coffee shop one crisp autumn morning to discuss their wish list. A three-bedroom home with a spacious backyard, close to schools and parks. Miss Johnson listened attentively, taking notes and offering insights into the local market. She assured them she would find the perfect home for their family. The pre-qualification letter. But first, before moving forward, Miss Johnson suggested that they consult with Mr. Stevens, a trusted mortgage broker. Mr. Stevens required detailed information about their income, employment history, assets, and debts to issue a pre-qualification letter, which would indicate how much they could afford to borrow. Finding the dream home. Over the next few weeks, Miss Johnson, with pre-qualification letter in hand, scheduled several viewings. Kenny and Anna explored charming bungalows, modern townhouses, and even a cozy cottage by a serene lake. Each property had its own charm, but none felt quite right, until they visited a two-story colonial nestled on a quiet cul-de-sac. As they stepped inside, Kenny and Anna exchanged excited glances. The home had everything on their wish list: a spacious kitchen with granite countertops, a cozy living room with a fireplace, and a backyard big enough for their children to play in. A meeting of the minds. Miss Johnson wasted no time in contacting the homeowner's listing agent to convey Kenny and Anna's interest. Negotiations ensued, and after a series of counter-offers and discussions, a meeting of the minds was reached. The sellers agreed to sell the house to Kenny and Anna for a price that both parties found fair and acceptable. A real estate contract. With the agreement in place, the seller's attorney drafted a real estate contract detailing the terms of the sale, including the purchase price, contingencies, and the timeline for inspections and closing. Kenny and Anna reviewed the contract carefully with their lawyer to ensure they understood all the clauses and conditions, then signed the contract. The contracts were then returned to the seller's attorney, who had them signed by the sellers. This created a legally binding agreement, setting the stage for the next steps in the home buying process. Mr. Stevens explained the different mortgage options available and helped Kenny and Anna choose the one that best suited their financial situation and long-term goals. They submitted their application along with all necessary documents and eagerly awaited approval. The underwriter issues a commitment letter. Several weeks later, Mr. Stevens called Kenny and Anna with good news. The mortgage application had been approved. The underwriter had carefully reviewed their financial information, assessed the property's value through an appraisal, and issued a commitment letter outlining the loan amount, interest rate, and terms. Kenny and Anna felt a wave of relief knowing that their financing was secure and their dream of owning the colonial home was one step closer to reality. The title report search. Once all the paperwork was in, the underwriter in the mortgage company approved Kenny and Anna's loan, issuing them a commitment letter. A local title company was brought in to conduct a thorough title search on the property. The title search revealed that the sellers had clear and marketable title to the home, free from any liens, disputes, or legal issues that could jeopardize Kenny and Anna's ownership. The title company prepared a title report which confirmed the property's ownership history and ensured that Kenny and Anna would receive a clean title upon closing. The final walkthrough. A few hours before the scheduled closing, Kenny and Anna conducted a final walkthrough of the home. They inspected every room, tested appliances, and ensured that all agreed upon repairs and improvements were completed to their satisfaction. They were thrilled to see the home in pristine condition, ready for them to move in and start making memories with their family. The closing. Finally, the long-awaited closing of their colonial arrived. Kenny and Anna, along with everyone else involved, gathered at the office of the title company where they reviewed and signed numerous documents. As they exchanged keys and heartfelt congratulations, Kenny and Anna felt a mix of excitement and gratitude. They thanked the sellers for taking care of the home and promised to cherish it as much as they had. Walking out of the title company's office hand in hand, Kenny and Anna marveled at how far they had come, from searching for their dream home to finally holding the key in their hands. They couldn't wait to settle into their new life in Cedar Springs, where their colonial home awaited, filled with promise and possibilities for their growing family.